hate you so much right now. Homoerotic fanfictions of actual serial killers. You know, I tried to avoid this because I've already known that there are bound to be ones. And the one that I'm about to read, I hope is the one that you're trying to insinuate. I came across this one on Kiwi Farms, which is a website that I honestly find very entertaining. And as soon as I read the first sentence, I automatically noped my butt right out of there. I'm all for, like, fanfictions, but this is just insane. Like, do these people realize that these are... Well, of course they'd realize it because they're writing about it. I'm gonna try to read this. In fact, I'm gonna wing it. There's gonna be no stops, there's gonna be no editing in this video, because I'm going to wing it and I'm gonna give you my actual reaction as I read this. Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, hidden behind the envy. Ted Bundy glared deep into the eyes of Jeffrey Dahmer. Dahmer exchanged a similar scowl. The smell of decomposing human flesh wafted through the air, caused by the decaying carcasses littering the ground. These two slash killers had been going on each other's throats for months, dueling each other in order to determine who was the greatest murderer. Well, 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 Bundy laughed, a twisted smirk forming on his face. His eyes glinted like a pair of diamonds. If it isn't Jeffrey Dahmer. That pathetic excuse for a killer. Jeffrey let out a low, throaty growl in his response. His brown eyes gleamed with anger and resentment. Pathetic, he spat, gripping his power drill tighter. He soon would have it in a death grip. Speak for yourself, fuckface. Ted stared at Jeffrey's blood-soaked face and laughed scornfully. He swung his crowbar close to the other maniac's face. With an astonishing amount of haste, Dahmer darted out of the way. The campus killer exclaimed in shock, dazzled by his rival's speed. The Milwaukee cannibal growled and thrust the blade of his drill directly into Ted's abdomen. Jeff grinned in satisfaction as his enemy screamed. You cock-sucking... I'm not gonna even say that. The lady killer shouted as he pulled the blade from his stomach. Jeffrey laughed at his insult, earning a slap across the face with a crowbar. The blonde homosexual plummeted to the ground, letting out a sharp squeak of pain. How do you like it, little bitch? Do I really have to read all of this? Fuck. Jeffrey groaned and clutched the side of his head. He didn't dare get up yet. Ted sniggered at the injured cannibal. In his eyes, Jeffrey Dahmer truly was pathetic. But at the same time, he was exceedingly brave. And maybe even a little bit... cute? No, not just cute. Super hot. Fuck me, seriously? So what if Jeffrey was a man? The dark-haired lady killer crouched down by his little catch, with a satisfied grin on his face. Dahmer glared up at him. What the hell are you smiling at? Jeffrey snapped. Ted's charming smile remained plastered on his face. The woman murderer snatched the collar of Jeffrey's orange jumpsuit and pulled the cannibal close to him, smirking all the while. You're adorable, you know that? Jeffrey whispered, running his fingers through Jeffrey's mop of dirty blonde hair. The psycho seemed to be stunned by the comment. Thank you, I think, Jeffrey stuttered, his eyes zooming suspiciously around the area. His body temperature rocketed to volcanic heat in the blink of an eye. His cheeks burned bright red as Ted's face drew closer to his. Before the cannibal could protest, their lips were locked together in a passionate kiss. Dahmer moaned in Bundy's mouth, while Ted explored every area using his tongue. A muffled sound escaped their lips as the two killers passionately traded saliva. Ugh. After a few hours, innocent bystanders came across the most peculiar sight. Two male murderers skewering each other in the alley behind a gay bar. After all the fighting and bitterness, it came clear that there was love between these two. It was just hidden behind envy. There are 27 comments on this fiction. There are 27